Testing. Okay. First trade of August is a psych. It's a loss. Took a quick and a little loss today. You know, it is what it is. First trade in a while, actually. We're back. We were back home, back from our nice and relaxing vacation, but now we're locked in. I was still trading, but also I took like a couple days off. So let's just go the last weeks of July to see what I missed. Not really what I missed. Okay, so in this week, yeah, this was a L. Not a L. It was a break-even day, but we cut our trade too soon, closed the position too soon, and it ended up playing out. I forgot. I think this day I ended up just this day and this day I just took the day off. Took those days off because I was just trying to enjoy the last few days of my vacation, and that was that. So actually no, this day I called it a day because we had 7:30 double folder, orange folder news, and I have a rule where on Fridays if we have red folder news I don't trade, but also I would wait for this. If this was on any given day, I would wait for the news to drop, because in the past there... Why is it so loud? And my little sister, why is she screaming, bro? In the past, there's this one time where both of these dropped at the same time, and it was just like, it looked like a red candle or a red folder candle. So I just made it from that point on to wait for that news to drop if we have a double folder at the same time. And then no news Monday essentially. And then we had Tuesday. I did look at the market. I think I did. No, I didn't actually. This was a trading day, but I didn't look at the market, or I didn't wake up for market open. This day I came back, but also I wasn't even going to trade. I mean, we have all this news. Thursday was my first day back in my setup. Couldn't find anything. And then Friday was a no news Friday, or NFP Friday. Wasn't trading that day. And now we're back on this week. Today we had ISM services. We had the news candle was crazy. If you saw, I mean, we created this big gap. This red line was news. And then on ES, I mean, we had this big candle. Kind of looks like nothing happened, but that was kind of the start of the downtrend for the day. I was pretty bullish coming in. I wanted to take out these London session lows, which happened. Market open, took out these London session lows on both ES and NQ, and I wanted to target these pre-market highs, and I thought it was honestly textbook. It's exactly what I wanted to see. And yeah, it's pretty much what I wanted to see. Technically, we weren't bullish. We weren't in a bullish trend because we never broke structure on the 4 hours. But I mean, we invalidated all these 4-hour gaps, so you can say we were bullish. 1 hour we were pretty bullish, and so I was pretty bullish for the day. That's where that came from. And going into executions, I marked out. I honestly thought news candle was going to take out these highs, in which if it did, I was going to be done, because that was my draw on liquidity for take profit today. And so if it took that high, then I was willing to just call it. But it didn't. It ended up coming down. I thought it was just going to be a retracement into equilibrium, and we created a 5-minute SMT. That's one of our confirmation confluences right here. NQ is the leading index. And news candle right there. We failed to reach that low. That's what my stop loss is based on under this low. And yeah, I was waiting for a break of structure, IFVG. After we came down a little bit to, which I wanted to see honestly to get a better RR. We came down a little bit, and then once we got the inverse, I was ready to enter. Based on that, I thought we were ready for a potential placement to the upside and take out these highs, these relatively equal highs we made market open, and then these pre-market highs. This setup right here was good. I saw somebody on TikTok also take this, and I was like, how did they hit take profit? But I guess they were targeting this high. They weren't targeting this high for some reason. Of course they weren't. What the hell was that? Something just... Of course they're not targeting this high. They're targeting this high for some reason. I don't know. But this looked good. I thought this was gonna... Or I marked this out initially. I was like, damn. But I was waiting for news, so... Get it. Like clean displacement. Clean break of this inverse. Clean break of structure. But, yeah. Going back to what I was saying. Inverse right here. We don't get a break of structure, but I was fine with that. Maybe I should have waited for a break of structure. Maybe if I waited for a break of structure, I would have avoided this loss, but that's okay. Went in with 5 contracts. Was risking 500 today, but we were kind of in the middle point of where I put my stop loss. It was too much to add a contract, so I just put it where I wanted, and right here was about 457, and yeah, so it just got stopped out. Quick trade. Quick trade not going in our direction, but it's fine. First trade for the month of August. All we got to do is continue to execute, continue to follow our plan, get 1% better every day, and that's pretty much it for this week. Wednesday, tomorrow trading day, Thursday unemployment claims trading day, and also Friday. We finally don't have a no red folder Friday, so I'm open to trade on Friday. We have 4 trading days for me this week, so yeah. School is starting back this month. Last year of school. School starts like the 25th, I think. This Monday. So yeah, we're back, baby. We are grinding. Okay, so we're at 1100. We're at 1100 for maximum, or we're at 14. So I think if we lose the next trade, we're gonna have to go down to risking 250, because if I'm gonna be risking about 500 next trade, we'll be down at like 900, and so that will give me room for like to lose 4 more trades in a row, risking 250 to blow the account. In which, you know, if I lose 4 trades in a row after the next loss, then it is what it is, and I'll just blow it. So yeah, we could be up. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We could be up like what, 1400 ish, if we just let this trade play out. We didn't close it just because it was choppy, and then lunch hour hit, and literally the market started moving really good. So that's a lesson learned. You live and you learn. I didn't make a monthly recap, so I guess I'll put it in this or sum it up. I don't know if I did it on the last video. No, I did actually. So we ended the month on we only took 4 trades, and we won this day. So P&L wise, we won 3 trades, lost 1, so 75% win rate. Not bad, but I really don't want to count this as a win, because it's really not. It's just a break-even day. So not counting that trade, what was it, 2 out of 3, 2 wins. That's 66%, I think. So still good. I would like to have a 70 to 90% win rate. That would be really cool. But yeah. On to the next one. God bless.